Okay, so I have finally figured out a system that actually works for me, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. So I am using two planners this year, my trusty A5 Filofax and the super sleek cloth and paper foundations personal planner in Cyprus. So together they have become my perfect combination for staying organized, productive, and mostly sane. So let me walk you guys through how I use each one and how they work together. It's not as complicated as it may sound. So let me just start with the A5 Filofax. So this is more of my big picture planner. So this is my desk planner because it's so big I can't really take it around with me. So this is just mostly about the big picture planning for my year, months, and weeks. So you can see I have the beginner bundle here with the all of the tabs. So this houses my entire year in one planner, but I also have like goal setting and everything. So let me just walk you guys through. So the first part I have are just no contacts, but I also have my business tracking. So these inserts are in my shop and I use it to track my income. And then I have it to track my monthly and yearly expenses. I have my rich stats here for email, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all of the social media. And then I have my affiliate tracking and then sales stats and then any contractor expenses. So this is just going to be great for me to keep track of for my business. And then after that, I have my projects section. So these are just simple checklist inserts that I have in my shop as well. And I just list my YouTube video ideas and I break down all of the little tasks I have to do for every single video I make. So it has, script, record, edit, graphics, upload to YouTube, blog, social media, email my newsletter, etc. So this just helps me to not have to repeat things or rewrite, all of these little steps over and over again. And every time I have an idea, I just put it here and then I just check it off as I go. So I have a lot of these pages. I have a series that I want to plan. So I have multiple pages for just YouTube, but I also have it for my new product ideas. So, you know, this one has different steps, of course. That's for listing new products, inserts. This was for Christmas, but I didn't really use it for Christmas. And then I also have project trackers. If I wanted to break down any projects in more detail, I can do that here. And then I have some of these Gantt trackers from Cloth and Paper as well. This is just to help me plan out any projects that I want to do and see a timeline view of it for the month. So I can do that here. So again, this is just my project section. And then I just have some guides that are in my shop as well, just to like remind myself how to plan, do a time audit. And then after that, I have the 2025 yearly pages. So I have it in a Sunday start, I have my year at a glance, and then I have this vertical view of my year. And then I have one for like tracking projects throughout the year. And then we get into our quarterly planning. This is just great for setting goals for the quarter, breaking it down from yearly to quarterly and then to monthly and weekly. Then we have a review page and then a wheel of life for every quarter. So yeah, that's basically it for the big picture stuff. After that, we go into each of the months of the year. So we have January here, and the cloth and paper inserts comes with, the goal pages and then the monthly pages. But I mainly use this for my weekly planning. So I like to just plan my week. So usually I would take things from my personal planner and then input it into here just to get an overview of my week. So usually every Sunday or every Friday, I'll just start planning the upcoming week. I'll write out tasks for each day, time block all of my non-negotiables and things that I want to get done, put habits in here, household stuff. This is usually like a list of things that I have to do throughout the week, but don't really have a certain time to do it. And then up here, I like to put my like top 3 tasks. And then towards the bottom half of it, that's where I usually put my personal things. And then I kind of track it and check things off as I go. So this week I tried to color code just to see what it was like. Last week I didn't. And then I use like a bullet system. So if it's an arrow going forward, that's usually that I migrated the task to another day. I didn't get to it. A dot obviously is just something I need to do. And then a check mark is if I have done it. So pretty functional with my planning these days. I don't really use a lot of stickers anymore. It's just about getting stuff done. But you can see here that I tried to be overly ambitious on this Monday. And there was a lot of tasks that I didn't get done. So after that, I started just doing, 2 to 3 tasks a day, 2 to 3, big things I needed to get done in my day. I love the time blocking on this cloth and paper insert just because it kind of helps me be realistic with what time I have to work on these tasks. And usually I only have from like 9 to 12 to work. Other than that, it's like family time, kids, personal things. So this just helps me be more realistic. I just love using these scheduled inserts. Okay, and then towards the back, I also have our budget planner. So I'm just going to go all the way to the back. And this is just my budget planner. And then I have like some household cleaning checklists, a yearly tracker, and then like a card maintenance log that I need to fill out still. But yeah, so this is just, for easy tracking. So I have our weekly expense log, and then a monthly overview budget, and then recurring payments and bills and subscriptions. So this is just kind of like an overview of our expenses. But yeah, so that is what is in my A5 planner. Now let me show you guys how I use it in conjunction with my personal planner. So this is my personal foundations planner. I just love the size of it. It's easy to carry. It's light. It fits a lot, surprisingly. And I can easily, bring this with me to school if I'm like waiting in the car. So I love just having this. And the way I use this, I don't really have weekly pages or daily pages or anything like that. This is more just like a monthly calendar. So I have my monthly calendar in here. This is my monthly goals and just like a quick overview of our month. And this is just perfect because if I'm like at the doctor or something, I need to schedule something and can check here. Usually I check my phone as well, but if I wanted to, I can check here as well. So this planner is also a place where I jot down random thoughts, ideas, or notes. Usually I use this daily and I use this more weekly. So this is like my everyday carry. It's like my catch-all for anything that pops into my head. So I love the notes and list section. So I have these cute inserts that I got from Happy Scrappy a very, very long time ago. But I like to just create like my morning routine, just write it here. And I usually keep this open on my nightstand at night so that when I wake up, I can see my list of things that I need to do for my routine. So I have a couple of colorful pages here just for stuff like that and some blank pages. And then we get into the detailed task planner. So this is from Cloth and Paper, and I just absolutely love this. This is just like a basic list, but basically I use it to brain dump. So I would just like put personal task or work task and just write everything that I have to do for this week. So you have a date section right here to just write down everything you need to do, and then you can break it down. You can even use this for big projects. You can use like these circles for the big project and break it down even further. You can use it as categories. I just love how convenient and easy this is. And again, I use the bullet system, dot, arrows, check marks if it didn't get done that week. So I go here first. So I brain dump and write everything that I have to do for the week here. And then I would put it into my weekly planner here. So that's how I use both. And I love having two because I can keep this page open while I'm planning my week. And then also the other way around too. So like when I am thinking of my YouTube schedule, I can open up my projects pages and then I can transfer some of the ideas and then put it into my brain dump and just, kind of decide what I need to work on. And then it goes back to my weekly planner. So it's kind of like just keeping it open and just kind of working it together. So that's how I use these daily task planner pages. I love just the simple list. And then I have these page flags to help me get quickly to my routine. So this is the routine trackers, also from Cloth and Paper. I love that it has a slot for the timestamps, but this is just like my daily routine for morning, afternoon, and evening. And then I usually check this off every single day as I'm doing it. And it just helps me to stay on track with my habits and routines. And then I have another tab here for a habit tracker. And I love that this has an extra section right here to kind of break down what your habits are. Like, so I usually put the goal here and then the habits that will help reach that goal. And this habit tracker is just a great way to visualize your month and see how well you're being consistent with your new habits. Okay, and then after that, I have our finance section. So I have our purchase tracker here, and I just write down everything that we spent for, the week or month, whatever. And I'll just keep track of everything here. And then at the end of the week, I will categorize everything. So I have the categories here, but this is just kind of like a quick inbox to write down all of our purchases. And then I would go into my A5 and then categorize everything and put it into our budget. So this just helps me to stay on top of our finances. And then in the back here, so I found like this old planner and it had these, contacts list here. So this is just, in case my phone ever dies and I needed a phone number, I can quickly access all of my contacts. It's like ABC order and everything. So I haven't filled this out yet because I just found these. So I thought that would be helpful. And then I was considering trying out the daily plans that it also came with. So it has these like daily planner with the scheduling and call, do, and see. But I don't know if I'm going to use it because I already kind of do that in my weekly planner. But yeah, so this planner is just perfect for lists that I need, random things, my brain dump. So that is, my system. My A5 Filofax is the master planner. It's stays on my desk. It's for big picture stuff. This is where I plan, track, and, keep track of my goals. And it just stays on my desk and I update it weekly. And then the Cloth and Paper Foundations Planner is more for what's happening right now. It's kind of like my inbox, my brain dump. It's portable and I can track my routines and habits day to day. And then take my brain dump and put it into my weekly plan when I'm weekly planning. Usually at the end of every single week, I review my A5 Filofax and transfer the projects into my brain dump. I like using that bullet system to make things easier to keep track of everything. And I've been color coding in my planner a little bit just to kind of keep things more organized and see things better at a glance. But yeah, having bulk planners has seriously leveled up my productivity. The A5 keeps me focused on the big picture, while the Cloth and Paper planner just helped me stay on track with my day-to-day routine inbox. So if you've ever felt like one planner isn't enough or you need something more portable, this setup might be worth trying. So it's all about finding what works for you. For me, this is it. I've been using this for the last month or so. But yeah, so let me know. Do you use multiple planners or are you more of a one and done type of planner person? So I'd love to hear how you make your system work for you. Okay, so yeah, I'll talk to you guys later and see you guys in my next video.